Hi friends, welcome to DTK Food and Travels. Today we are going to make a very simple dish. This is a dish that can be enjoyed by vegans, vegetarians, people observing Lent during Lent season. Pretty much anyone. This can be used as a main dish or a side dish. It's the tamarind rice. So the first thing we want to go ahead and do is heat up a skillet and add 2 tablespoons of urad dal and 2 tablespoons of chana dal and 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and just dry toast it. And you just want to dry toast it until it turns a light brown. I have the heat on medium. And then after we toast this, we're going to add some more ingredients, not that many. You can put 2 to 3 red chilies, but I don't like things on the spicier side, so we're just gonna put 1 red chili. And you can also add 1 teaspoon of coriander, but we're adding 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. And because it's the powder, I don't want it to burn, so I'm gonna do that at the very end after I turn the stove off. I added the 1 red chili, I turned the stove off, and then I added the 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. And then you just want to go ahead and set this aside until it cools, and then make a powder out of it, a fine powder. Then go ahead and heat up that skillet again and add 1.5 tablespoons of oil. Then add half teaspoon of mustard seeds to it, and after the seeds pop, we're gonna go ahead and roast some peanuts. So if you're using roasted peanuts already, you don't have to do this, but that was unroasted peanuts, so I just went ahead and heated that up. Heat was on medium, and after the peanuts roasted, I went ahead and added 1 tablespoon of urad dal, 1 tablespoon of chana dal, 1 tablespoon of split dalia, and 2 curry leaves. And you can go ahead and add small piece of onion that's diced, 2 small cloves of garlic, and 1 small piece of ginger diced. And you just want to go ahead and saute this. And the heat is still on medium because I don't want the rest of the ingredients to burn. And then I went ahead and added 2 stems of curry leaf. And you can add a little bit of salt at this point if you want. That'll help to wilt the onions faster too. And you can always taste it at the end and adjust the salt as needed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix that around real quick. And then this took just a couple of minutes to get all this roasted, and then we're gonna put in 1 tablespoon of that powder that we had made earlier, and then add some tamarind water. What I did was I took a piece of tamarind that was about the size of a tablespoon and put it in some warm water, and then you want to squeeze that into there. And you just want to go ahead and keep moving it around until the water evaporates a little. And you can add a little piece of jaggery if you want. That'll help to balance the taste, so it will have the perfect taste. So the jaggery is optional, but it really elevates the flavor of the tamarind rice. If you just add a little bit, you can put it right into there. You don't have to melt it in water or anything. And there, now we're ready to add the rice. We're using 1 cup cooked basmati rice, and you can go ahead and, after you mix it, go ahead and taste it to see if it's enough salt, and you can adjust the salt at this point. There's also 1 more ingredient. After we turned the stove off, we took it inside, and you can add like a half a teaspoon of hing powder, and that'll help with the taste also. This was so yummy. We had it for dinner that day. This was our main dish. You don't need to eat anything else with this because it has the peanuts and all the other dals in there, so it had plenty of protein. Or you can use this as a side dish. to your main dish. And we just had a side of cucumber salad along with this, so it was perfect. So I hope all of you will try it. It's a simple dish that can be made for lunch or dinner, and we had so much of that powder left over, so I put it in a jar and saving it for another day, and is planning to make it again because this is so simple. Thank you for watching.